Let me look at the time. We might be a bit early.
Too early. Ooh.
Oh no, hopefully.
Ah, sweet.
Hello! Hello, you finished your call?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Good evening.
Here they
Oh,
are.
it's so warm.
Okay.
Hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello. It's a bit cold out there, having more tea.
Can you tell something about your family and then where you came from?
Well, both my parents are dead now, I mean, obviously. But my dad was in the First War, and he met another chap who came from Lewes, and he came, when they came on leave, he went to my grandmother's place, where one of the girls lived, and of course Dad fell in love with her and got married in 1922. I mean, I know he'd been through 5 years of war, but he got married in 1922, and I was born in November 23.
So
Yeah.
so basically your whole childhood was placed in Lewes and in this area.
In West Sussex.
West Sussex.
Yeah, I didn't leave West Sussex until 1940.
Mm.
So I was 16 when I left West Sussex.
Mm.
So I passed the 11 plus at 11, and I went to a grammar school. Well, I enjoyed. Well, not too bad. It was very strict, very strict. You know, they were strict in those days. You didn't. You couldn't answer back to a teacher. Oh no, you're not allowed to do that. You had to keep your thoughts to yourself.
Yeah.
And that carried on in the army just the same.
Yeah.
We were sort of, we used to sing these various hymns when we in the mornings, and there's one particularly now, I vow to thee my country, and that is really a patriotic hymn, and it's more or less, the boys were thinking about it, and some of the older boys said, right, they're getting us ready for war by all these patriotic hymns. Of course, war came along in 1939. Kiss me good night, Sergeant Major. Tuck me in my little bed. We all love you, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. Don't forget to wake me in the morning and bring me up a nice hot cup of tea, you lucky devil. Yeah, kiss me good night, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major, be a mother to me. When this blooming war is over, oh, how happy I shall be. No more queuing at the navvy, no more blooming guards for me. No more church parades on Sunday, no more asking for a pass. You can tell the Sergeant Major to stuff his passes up his jumper. Get a gang of lads together, you start singing, boy, you never know what you're going to sing, do you?
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I expect the civilian population to think, what a right lot of soldiers we got around us. You know, all this singing. Oh, yeah,
And how long were you at Brentwood, Essex?
About 3 months. Yeah, yeah.
And then where did you go?
Went up to on the east coast, Yarmouth, near Yarmouth, you know. Yeah.
What were you doing there?
Well, in a regiment,
Oh,
the Bedfordshire and Hertfordshire regiment. Yeah, and it was a bit tough there. It really was, because we used to get air raids, early morning air raids, because the Germans used to come over, and in those days radar wasn't very good. Now you could fly underneath the radar
Oh yeah.
and then come in and shoot and bomb and do, you know, all sorts of things. Yeah, it was a bit hairy there.
were you employed to pull the buildings?
No, we had in the street just below us in well, it was Galston actually. They had a call to say that the bombs had been dropped in that street, and there were ATS girls in one of the buildings. So we all got marched off and said, right, see where you can get them out, see what you can do. And I got cracking on it, you know, and and do you know what? I saw a hand, and I grabbed the hand, and it came away. It had been blown all up here. There was an ATS girl, she got part of her uniform still on. And Sergeant Major says, right, what's the matter? I said, I feel sick. Or did I? This hand was blood and that. I said, I feel sick. He says, don't try and come the old soldier with me. He says, don't you come here. He says, you're here to do a job and get on with it. He says, and you'll probably see lots worse than this before it's all over. And I've never forgotten that, you know, dear. No, because I saw a lot more that was worse, you know. Yeah, that was a start, you know. And Sergeant Major told more or less, you know, took the mickey out of me because I said I feel sick. Well, I think anybody would be picked up.
Yeah, of course.
Oh,
So
and I got told off by the Sergeant Major, and so I knew where I stood then. Yeah, and I never. And while we were there, we used to go out sometimes in the daytime, practicing throwing Mills bombs, you know, throwing them. And we went out one day, and we were throwing these live grenades, and it was a bit of a desolate bit of country near the cliffs and that. We got out there and started throwing them. Somebody threw the grenade and it didn't go off. So the sergeant said, right, we'll wait 10 minutes, and if it doesn't go off, you've got to go and find it. It's a horrible feeling, walking over there thinking, gosh, where is it? You know, don't go off.
Oh, horrible feeling.
yeah.
One on the left is when I came out. See the one on the left, that's well, I'm a man.
Oh
The
wow.
other one, I'm a young lad. We got used to difficulties. We had to get used to them. I mean, I had to get used to the cold and the wet and the snow. We had to put up with it, you know. And even in Berlin, we had no heating at all during the winter. No heat whatsoever. That was damn cold there. We used to try and get hold of an old sack or a tarpaulin and put it on your bed, you know. Well, the engineers, when they came to Berlin, there was wood all over the place, all the bomb buildings, there's wood everywhere. And the engineers made some bunk beds for us. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. But it was a shambles of the place we were living. I mean, the roof had been blown off. Just the part of the ground floor was left. They put things over the roof to stop the rain coming in. Well, when you join the army, you have to sign the Official Secrets Act. We moved off in the night. we didn't. Where were we going? You know, nobody knew. You see, we went on a convoy, and we finished up Southampton. And thought, blimey, you know. But when we looked out, there's boats everywhere. You know, we thought, oh, we're starting. You know, we're going. Yeah. And we got on our boat. It was a great big American transport thing, and it had all our vehicles and about 2 squadrons of heavy tanks on it. Yeah, they were great. The American crew were so good to us. They gave us nice food and cigarettes, chocolate, you know. So I used to say, feel sorry for you limeys. We're called limeys. Feel sorry for you limeys. You don't know what's coming, do you? We said no.
Oh my God.
But we didn't go. We went at the front of D-Day because we were bringing supplies and petrol for the people in front of us, because they needed all this, you see, petrol and food and water, and some small rifle ammunition. Didn't carry big stuff with us, and yeah, and we set off from Southampton, got out in the channel, and all of a sudden we turned round and went back. I thought, what the hell's going on? We didn't know it, but we found out later on through somebody got a newspaper and there were U-boats in the channel, U-boats, looking for all the big boats to sink.
Yeah.
So we were on a big boat. We thought, oh God, you know, we got all this stuff on board, but and yeah, they sank a Norwegian destroyer. Got him, yeah. We only found this out later on. You see, we didn't know at the time what was going on. Nobody told us. But when we got over there, they had the what they call it, the Mulberry Harbour, the thing that turned to as a sort of a breakwater, and they let down all these metal runways down into the sea, and then some of the vehicles would come up on one side and go over the top and come back and get down onto the beach. Yeah, and we went on and on and on up to the Rouen, over the river, because we were supplying 3 regiments with food and water. It was our job to do it, and we had to follow up behind them and keep giving them the food, and we had a corporal who was very good corporal. He could speak Russian, German, French, Polish, the lot, and he was a coder. He had a code thing, and he could get in touch, you know, to where we were wanted with the food.
Wow.
Yeah, but it's horrible. You go back in the morning, you think, oh gosh, in the morning you go forward, dead horses and dead Germans all over the place. Oh, knocked out tanks and stuff everywhere. God. There's only one place where we did think, we were going through the Thuringian forest in Bavaria. All the vehicles, when we got to the forest, used to try and, well, let's stay here because you've got a bit of cover. The planes can't see you so easy under trees. And we got there that night, and the old I said, well, we're going to stop here for the night. And as we came down, there was a little path, and we heard somebody shouting, and he was saying, what does he say? Gefangener. You know what that means here? Gefangener. Prisoner. Gefangener is a prisoner. It means the old chap with his dog out for a walk, you know. And then my corporal shouted out, this clever bloke, you know, he says, Kriegs, Gefangener, which is prisoner of war. And he says, no, come. And he says, you know, so we followed him up through the woods for about quite a long way. We came across this barn, an old barn in the wood, and it's surrounded by barbed wire, yeah, and razor wire and all that, you know. There's an iron gate on there which you couldn't get into. And in this encampment were several slave workers, and some of them were so ill they couldn't stand up. They laid down in the straw. And their corporal got on the old code machine and informed the nearest medical unit to come and have a look at them. Because he said, you mustn't give them anything to eat, because they haven't had anything to eat for weeks, some of them. It'll kill them if you give them milk and food, you know. Yeah, that's all we knew, but we're off. We went the next day, we were gone. So I don't know what happened to them. It was not very nice to see blokes lying out there and they're dying, you know, they were dying, you know, they really were. Poor devils. Yeah. We had a terrible time. We didn't have anybody to help, and mainly we used to have our tea time about 5 or 6 o'clock, and there was nobody that they'd recruited 1 or 2 German women to help with their serving, but we had nobody. But one night I saw this girl, and she looked at me and says, Guten Tag or something. Good day, Guten Tag. She says, oh, you good English, eh? I said, yeah. No, I saw her a couple of days later. So I said to her, you okay? Oh, me good. I said, see you after tea outside the gate. And so that went on from there. And she took me down to where she was living with another girl in a basement. All the buildings were all flat, but the basements were okay, except if they'd had a direct hit, and it used to fill up with rubbish, you know. But it was quite good. I saw that for quite a while. Yeah. So, but the end story is, we had to come back to England, some of us, to go on a course for. They were worried about, where was it? Somewhere in Africa. There'd been trouble there, and they thought there might be they might be able to organise something if there was trouble, for supplies and things like that, because it's a long way out, you know, Africa, isn't it?
Yes.
And so, but I kept in touch with my girl, Magda Schmitz, her name was Magda Schmitz. And I spoke to her every month, I suppose, something like that, when I'd come out here, you know. And then it suddenly stopped. Didn't get a letter. Then I got a letter from the girl who she was living with, who'd got my address. And she wrote and told me that Magda had been gang raped by the Russians and then died in mental hospital. Yeah. So that was the last straw for me, that was. That's all I wanted, you know, because she was such a nice girl. Perfect English. She was studying law and she was going to maybe a lawyer or something like that. I thought, oh, sounds pretty good to me. Yeah.
Was she from Berlin?
Yeah.
She's from Berlin.
But the thing is, she was away at night school somewhere in Berlin that night, one night, and there was an air raid, and her mother, father and brother all got killed. Yeah.
Poor Magda.
Yeah, she was a lovely gal. She was a really nice girl, yeah.